All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone. And salutations to the elect out there, wherever you, Salakia, wherever you may be in this captivity of ours. All right, I'm going to do a quick lesson. I'm going to start with this scripture right here, showing you that the Lord controls all things. You see, as a matter of fact, I'm going to start with this scripture. Isaiah 45:17, it says, I formed the light. Not 17, Salakia. Isaiah 45:7, it says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. You see? So the Lord controls all things. He does all things. Nothing happens without his say-so. All right, let's get another scripture. Let's see. It says, I kill. One of my favorite, I make alive. Notice in Deuteronomy. All right, here we go. This is Deuteronomy 32:39. It says, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. There's no two most highs. You see, even Yahushai, he says he's not even on the Father's level. And he knows that. Because in the scriptures, he says, why callest thou me good? There's none good but one, and that's Yahweh, his Father. You see? All right, let's read it again. Deuteronomy 32:39. It says, see now that I, even I am he, and there's no God with me. There's no power equal to the Most High's. There's no power equal to Yahweh's. I kill, I make alive. You see? I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. You see? So when people say Satan does this and Satan does that, well, Satan is a spirit. Who controls that spirit? The Most High, Yahweh. You see? All right, I'm going to play this video. It says, 2 Wisconsin children killed after police chase. You see, the car crashed. So let's play this video. All right. It's not that long. It's about 2 minutes long.
Graywood Lane and Gulf Road was what the Right here near Graywood Lane and Gulf Road was what the Waukesha County Sheriff called a heartbreaking crash that took the lives of 2 10-year-old boys just days before Christmas.
There's 4 people on the ground. We know where the car is. Show me your hand!
Law enforcement officials say it all started just before midnight near Prospect Avenue and I-94 in Pewaukee. Deputies say they attempted to stop a car for speeding and not having a license plate. Officials say the driver also had an outstanding warrant for possession of a firearm by a felon.
The vehicle initially stopped, and before the deputy could make contact, the driver fled the scene at a high rate of speed.
Officers then chased the vehicle west on Gulf Road. Deputies reported that the driver sped so far ahead of them they couldn't see the car when it crashed completely on its own at Graywood Lane and Gulf Road.
My deputies never got near the vehicle at the initial attempt to stop the vehicle before it took off. We didn't even have a chance to make contact with the driver.
The driver's son.
Why? Because the Lord, he calls you guys not to be able to do that. You see, it was those two children. It was their time to go. Judgment was happening. The scriptures say that the Lord, his judgments are in all the earth. You see, and they say also that he bringeth his judgments to light. Every day he brings his judgments to light. You see.
2 10-year-old boys died at the scene. 2 other children, the driver's 14-year-old niece and his 6-year-old daughter, are in critical condition. The driver's 29-year-old girlfriend is in stable condition, and the 29-year-old male driver is in critical but stable condition.
This didn't need to happen. We struggle.
You couldn't deliver those kids. They were going to die anyway. Because the Lord said that it was their time. There's nothing you could have done. None can deliver out of his hand. Didn't I just read that? Let's go back to it. I'm gonna get that one next. Let's go back to it. It says what? This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39 again. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive. You see? The Lord had him killed. I wound and I healed. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. You couldn't save those two children.
In our communities to make sure that the roads are safe, that we're enforcing the law, and we want to do everything that we can to not have these kinds of situations take place.
Sheriff Severson went on to say that the two deputies that were involved in the chase and crash are still on duty. The Washington County Sheriff's Office and Wisconsin State Patrol are leading the investigation. And while there's no dash cam footage of the chase, so far investigators say in their initial review, no police policies or procedures were violated in the incident. Reporting in Delafield, Elaine Rojas Castillo, TMJ4 News.
Thanks for watching. Stay up.
All right, I'm going to play another video, you see. But the point is, the things we can learn from these stories is that the Lord controls all things. He is omnipotent. If it's your time to go, he's going to send his spirits. Those angels that he created for spirits of vengeance, he's going to send them after you. As a matter of fact, before I play the second video, I'm going to read this scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. It says, let's see. It says, for the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for sinners. You see, evil things are created for sinners. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. And all these things are good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned into evil. You see, this is verse 28. It says, there be spirits created for vengeance, you see, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made these spirits? Yahweh. He is the father of spirits, as it says in the scriptures. Fire, verse 29, fire, hail, famine, and death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beast. You see, and scorpions, the serpents, and the sword, which is what enemies that he sent among you. The man that he sent among you to do you harm, the people, you see, that's the sword of the Lord. You see, it says, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. It says, they will rejoice in his commandment, and they shall, it says, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. You see, so they're not going to go back on the Lord's word. You see, because what comes, like the scriptures say, what comes out of his mouth does not return void. All right, let's play this scripture. Well, not play this scripture, so lock it. Let's play this video. Let's play this second video.
Listen, there's a good chance somebody's trying to hack your website right now. You've got to make sure you're covered.
Charges have been filed in connection with a deadly shooting at a pub near Wheaton that left one man dead. Good evening, I'm Eric Rung in for Taman.
And I'm Jackie Bang. WGN's Jewel Hillary is live in Wheaton with our top story. Jewel.
Hi, good evening, you all. Authorities say the shooting suspect fired 11 shots tonight. Close friends of the victim describe this man as someone who was non-confrontational, very loving, and intentional about staying in touch with his loved ones.
It's not right. And we're going to miss them so much.
Jessica Zarnowski has fond memories from over the years of her close friend, Dexter Perkins, who she met in middle school.
Looks like a Jake.
Whenever he would see you...
When I say Jake, I mean an Israelite.
He always had this big smile on his face, and he was always so excited to be there.
On Friday morning, Dexter, a father of two who was loved by a multitude of family and friends, was gunned down outside of Rosie O'Reilly's, a pub in Wheaton. This video, shot moments before Dexter was killed, shows him with his hands up outside the pub before getting into a short scuffle with another man.
Hear the bill, there's nothing wrong.
Then the shooter, Michael Friend, who was charged with first-degree murder, fires 2 shots in the air.
Hey, guys, right now!
Moments later, Ring video captures sound of multiple shots fired. When police arrived on scene, Dexter was dead. Its alleged disagreement over pizza and the bar tab preceded fatal shots. Like many, childhood friend Scott Taylor is heartbroken over the sudden tragedy.
It's been incredibly heartbreaking for everybody, all his family and friends, and his friends were his family. And, Dexter was known to, this is not a confrontational person. It was obviously a senseless act that led to all of this.
All right, very senseless, and that's why you should fear the Lord. I don't want to stop the video there. All right, shalom.